I start this week's video looking at Tesla. Now Tesla has been in a bullish flag pattern for the last couple of weeks, and this bull flag pattern played out this week, driven by this headline. Tesla sold a record 56,006 made in China vehicles in September, the highest since it started production in Shanghai about 2 years ago. And that really was the trigger for the push higher this week, with price now within touching distance of my 820 to 825 target. Profit taking is likely at this level ahead of earnings next week, with Tesla expected to report Q3 earnings next Wednesday. Let's have a quick look at NIO, which has been a broken name ever since the long-term trend line broke towards the end of September. Prices remained below it, lacking momentum. However, last Thursday, Goldman Sachs upgraded NIO to a buy and cited a couple of factors behind the reasoning for the upgrade. A couple of those factors were NIO is introducing its ET7 electric sedan in China, which is expected to go on sale in Q1 next year. NIO is also entering the Norwegian electric car market internationally, so that could give a shot in the arm to sales. Also, that report that came out quantifying the number of EV vehicles that had been made in China, NIO had delivered 10,000 vehicles last month. Now if we go back to the weekly chart, on the back of that upgrade from Goldman Sachs, price could be setting up for another retest of that trend line that was broken in September. If it can reclaim the 38.30 to 39 area, this could be setting up for a major comeback. However, until this happens, this is a stock for the watch list because it remains vulnerable as long as it remains below this key trend line. I also want to show you this chart, which shows the divergence between Tesla and NIO. You can see here in July, both EV makers went their separate ways, with Tesla continuing to outperform. And that really has been driven by the concerns around China clamping down on certain sectors, and that hasn't helped NIO. However, if things do begin to stabilize and NIO can break some key levels to the upside, NIO could make a comeback in the coming weeks. Next up is drug maker Merck. Now Merck asked US regulators on Monday to authorize its pill against COVID-19 in what would add an entirely new and easy to use weapon against the pandemic. Merck has already signed deals with certain countries on providing this COVID-19 antiviral pill. For example, have a look at this headline. Merck and Singapore have already signed a deal this week on this COVID-19 antiviral pill. Australia has also bought the Merck pill, while Thailand, South Korea, Taiwan and Malaysia have been in talks to buy it. So they're pressing ahead with this. In addition to this, have a look at this headline. An Indian drug manufacturer has begun making the ingredients for the COVID pill. So it's full steam ahead for this antiviral pill. If we now have a look at the chart, so Merck has given back some of that monster move from last week on the back of the announcement of that COVID-19 pill. Now this is expected and normal as it allows conditions to reset, with price becoming overbought on the daily time frame. Now price could retest the 20-day moving average around $78, at which point I do believe buyers step in. It also gives traders who are on the sidelines an entry point to get involved. For the bulls, getting above 82 will be the key for further gains. To finish off, a quick update on Accenture. Now Accenture has bounced this week as I expected, which I mentioned in my last video, as it retested the short-term trend it broke below a couple of weeks ago. Price gapped up on Thursday above that 330 level, paving the way for a retest of that longer-term trend line that broke recently, which would see price head towards the 338 to 340 area. However, you're likely to see price backtest to confirm previous resistance is now support at that 330 level. If the 330 level holds, you'll then see price kick on up to that 338, 340 area, and that's where the real test will be. So watch out for that one. With that said, that's my update for this week. I hope you find this useful. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.